welcome to another video. So today we're going to be doing something slightly different. So we're not going to be able to record next week because we're going to be out of town. So I just want to do something fun and a little bit different. Still going to be our one video a week sometimes. So instead of doing a video game reaction, I want to do a quiz.
Oh.
So it's gonna be more like, because I haven't seen the quiz either. So it's gonna be probably more heavy lifting on me, but I still think it's gonna be a fun idea because you know how we've been doing like the song quizzes personally.
Yeah.
So, and we were thinking like, oh man, we could record the video game stuff. So we're gonna do that.
Oh, now I'm nervous. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'll like, if I know it and I know that you might know it, I'll like
Give me a second.
give you a second. I'll give you hints and stuff. So sometime I might be pausing whatever video. So whatever video is like, you have 5 seconds. There might be more seconds just so I could try to help her out.
We'll see.
All right. So
Oh.
here we go.
Okay. So Star Wars game.
It's not Star Wars. I don't know it actually. So I'm gonna pause it right here. Depending on like where this goes, like I might not actually know a decent amount of them because from the comments I read, it is kind of all over the place. So
Okay.
we'll see. Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, you should have known that one.
I like Ratchet and Clank. I just don't remember the music. This feels.
Is this The Sims?
It feels very Sims.
It feels really simmy.
It feels like it, but watch it not be.
Like an expansion.
Nope, Monster Hunter World.
All right then.
It felt very Sims like. But it was definitely Monster Hunter. Oh, I'm sure people are gonna scream at us like, how did you not fucking get that?
Right.
Nier Automata. Hollow Knight. See, I only played a little bit of Hollow Knight, so.
That art looks fun.
Yeah.
This is like cowboy feeling, right?
So, Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, that's the only.
1 or 2. Yep. Got it.
Yep.
Finally, we got one.
Only because it's cowboy.
It's like the only cowboy game people know. Also, a lot of these are just going to be orchestral pieces that...
Well, to be fair, you do
Don't-
know a lot of orchestral pieces, though.
Yeah, but a lot of them are kind of samey. And I've never played Frostpunk. So...
I've never heard of that. Okay. Prince of Persia.
Dead by Daylight. I mean, you just gotta get a guess out there and hope you're right. Evil Dead. Okay. Not Dead by Daylight. It's a horror game, so... Well, not, it's more action than horror, but...
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, probably Hogwarts Legacy. It's definitely a Harry Potter game. Because it could also be like Order of the Phoenix. But you're right, it's Legacy. You got it.
Of course, I got the Harry Potter one.
Right, of course. This one's generic.
So, a Call of Duty game.
I'm getting Gears of War vibes, but Elden Ring. So completely
Okay.
wrong on both ends. Crash Bandicoot.
I was just gonna say, this sounds like one of those,
I-
like that era.
Anything with like a Mamba, I go straight to Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4 specifically, but I'm still counting it. I can see how you think Halo, but I don't think it's
Yep.
Halo.
Okay. You knew where my brain was at, though.
Yeah, Destiny. That's another Bungie game. Divinity Original Sin. Yeah, I knew exactly where your brain went.
I don't know. See, again, it's me.
Another farm simulator type game. I don't know. I got nothing. Oh no, completely wrong. Ori and the Blind Forest. That did not feel like Ori. I don't know why.
This is cool, though.
I got nothing though. I went either Last of Us or Prince of Persia. That's Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which Prince of Persia is pretty close too, because Odyssey is
Okay.
yeah. This is too. Again, people like the thing. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. The thing about like a lot of these tracks is like if you don't know the game, and their track isn't iconic off the bat, if you never played the game, you're not gonna get it. If it's a generic track like that,
right?
Like to people who whatever game this is gonna be, whoever has played it a lot, and without listening to other shit like I always do, they're gonna know the track because they've heard it a million times.
Right.
You know, that type of shit. But if we never played it and it's not like an iconic song like from like Zelda, Halo, whatever, it's gonna be a miss. You're a cat. Oh, see, like Death Stranding.
I
I don't even like that game.
don't know that game.
And it's fine if you don't.
Dang.
Sea of
Okay, so
Thieves.
this is another. I was gonna say it's another Elden Ring type game. Oh no, it does sound very like NC type.
I was right. Sea of Thieves.
Nice.
Pirates. Yar.
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 God of War. It's the type of chanting that's used. It makes me feel like God of War. And I think if it is God of War, it's gonna be specifically 2018 God of War. I was right.
Nice. Oh, that's the Sims.
That's 100% The Sims.
God
That-
dang it.
Now,
Yep. Hearing
I
it-
want to say it's the Sims 3 intro. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
okay, you're right. It is 4.
Man, why couldn't they have done this first? And then we wouldn't have said it for the other ones. Well, it's a horror game.
Are you sure about that?
I mean,
I
no.
it feels intense. Bloodborne. It's another FromSoft game.
Okay.
Oh, you got a cat.
Hi, kitty.
Sounds like it could be something from like some like Brain Age or some shit, but I know it's not. But I don't know what it is.
Nope.
Oh, Cult of the Lamb. Not even close to Brain Age.
That's the same art style as like Castle Crashers.
Yeah, very, very similar. I don't know what this is.
Oh. It sounds like,
It's very like 80s sports.
I was gonna say it sounds like OG Sonic era. Obviously, I know it's not, but.
Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's Security
really?
Breach. It is set. I think Security Breach is set in like 80s.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it. Okay, I feel like
It's very
I'm
whimsical.
flying.
yeah, very whimsical. Skies of Acadia. It's not gonna be that. Armello. I've never heard of it.
Oh, look, it's so cute though.
It did have a fox. It's Breath of the Wild.
I was gonna say Little Mermaid.
No, it was gonna be either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they have very similar soundtracks, so I had to think of which one that would be.
I like how earlier you were like Zelda.
It's definitely Zelda, but I had to choose a specific one. I'm going back to Nier Automata. I know I'm wrong. Diablo.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I do not listen to the music in Diablo. I would have not gotten that. Diablo is very much turn my brain off, listen to YouTube type game, just fucking grind away. I would not know the music for that. Man, it sounds like very generic rock music. I don't know what this is. Oh, Hi-Fi Rush! I love this game.
Well,
but
not enough.
But the music used in that game, a lot of it is just generic rock music.
Okay.
It's really good music, and it's the stages are really to the beat of the, like, the gameplay is you play to the beat of the music. But a lot of the tracks are very kind of generic rock type tracks, outside of the big tracks that like for boss battles and stuff.
Right.
That are actually like from actual not actual bands, but from like known bands and they're different songs. The stage music, while all the stage music is good in that game, is very generic rock.
Right. Okay.
Baldur's Gate 3.
No.
I don't know. It was just a couple of piano notes. Mafia 2. I would have never thought of Mafia.
Oh, see, when I think of Baldur's Gate, I think of that.
Down by the river. Yeah, that's like most of that game.
No idea.
No. I got nothing on that one. Oh, see, I've only played like an hour of The Witcher 3. So, Witcher 3 fans are gonna castrate me for that, but... Again, it's just standard RPG orchestra. I'm not getting... Nothing's ringing the bells. Oh, it's Fallen Order. Sure. I love that game.
Sure.
The Star Wars Jedi games are fantastic. The two out there, but the music just doesn't stand out.
This sounds good, though.
Yeah, I mean, these are all good
it,
tracks. Oh, Fortnite, sure. Fortnite has a lot of random songs. I was not going to get that.
Well, there's another...
Oh, this sounds so fucking familiar, too. What is this? Oh, people are going to be mad if I don't get this, and I'm not going to get it. Is it Last of Us Part 2? No, it's Hunt. Okay. It's not Last of Us. Okay, maybe not as many people, because Hunt is not that big of a game, actually.
Oh, this is pretty.
It is a piano piece. A lot of the things that this creator is choosing is definitely not main themes. Like, you really have to know what every game it is. And I have not played a lot of these. Like, Detroit Become Human, I'm not a fan of that style of game. Where it's almost like visual novel-ish. It's not visual novel, but it's very just story-based. And no action, you know? Spider-Man? Probably not.
I was gonna say a Pirates game.
Injustice, Gods Among Us. It's like Mortal Kombat, but for DC superheroes.
Okay.
Which DC music, it has a lot of generic orchestra shit. Oh. Yep, that's Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. As soon as I heard the... Yep.
That melody is all throughout that fucking game. It's
I love
Baldur's
it.
Gate, yeah. Oh yeah, it's good to have a motif because like the fact that motif, even though that could have sounded like generic, that motif triggered us.
Yep. Is this Spider-Man?
It sounds very heroic style.
Yeah.
Like maybe it is Spider-Man. I don't fucking know. Oh, it's Overwatch 2. A hero shooter.
Oh, what do you know?
So generic hero sounds. Noted. Parappa the Rappa. No, I'm wrong. I'm dicking around. I don't know what this is from though.
Nope.
Splatoon. Oh, Stick Fight. That's a fun party game.
I never played that.
It's just a dumb, fun party game. Where you just stick people and you kill each other. That's literally all you do. I got nothing. Never heard of it.
I like it, though.
It's definitely an indie game. Oh yeah, the music sounds good.
That's like the start of a cool EDM track right there. Something with flames.
It's just random sound. It's not even music. How am I gonna get this? Alien Isolation.
I was wrong.
What'd you say?
I said it's gonna be something with flames.
Oh. Oh. That's startling, Cat. Persona 5. See? I know Persona. I definitely
Right.
fucking know Persona 5, specifically 5.
Plus, it's got that jazz feel to it
Oh,
anyway
it-
that I feel like.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's... Persona 5 has a sound, and it's this. Did you know I like JRPGs? Hades. Oh man, I haven't played Hades, but I know like a lot of people love it. Like it's a
That's a good one.
it's a like, yeah, like very high rated indie game. Very high rated. Well, this sounds very witchy.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie. Don't Starve Together. Yeah, another indie game. This guy is using a lot
Ooh.
of like indie games, and while that's awesome,
I'm
not gonna
make
get
note
that.
to look into that.
You want to get the name of the game again? Well,
Yeah.
it's Don't Starve Together, I think.
Okay.
Yes, Don't Starve Together. You can make a note.
Yeah. Survival game. Yep. Okay. I'll look at that later.
Okay.
This just makes me think of Stranger Things.
It's that sound. Risk of Rain 2. I've heard people talk about that. Never played it. Man, yeah, throwing in indie games make it real fucking hard. It sounds kind of Okami-ish, but I know it's not because there's not enough Japanese instruments in it. New World. Again, never played it.
Nope.
I think it's another like crafting survival type game. I think though.
This is pretty.
Yeah. This feels very near to me, like N-E-I-R, not N-E-A-R. Wayfinder. Never played it. Never heard of it. Control. Okay.
Nope.
That was a very above average game to people. Wasn't great, but
To
wasn't bad.
people, but what's to you?
I only played a little bit of it. It didn't really grab my attention. So like a lot of these games that this creator is choosing is definitely like, it's definitely varied.
This is a space game.
The exact opposite.
Well, alright.
I mean, the name is Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's Horizon Zero Dawn is like, it's very futuristic, prehistoric.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way I could describe it in a couple words. I got another one.
Yes.
Sekiro. Another FromSoft game.
Okay.
But that could have easily been Ghost of Tsushima. It wasn't. It's another indie title. I want to say. Thanks, phone. Stray.
Okay.
I only played a little bit of
I've
that.
seen some of that, yeah.
You're a cat. That's the game. You're a cat. Yeah, a lot of these tracks are not iconic, very standout tracks outside of a couple of them. Because otherwise, it's
because there's been a couple that sound like this, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like...
By the way, me saying that is not a hit on the creator. Like, he's choosing hard stuff. But he's from games that just don't have a score that stands out. It's not his fault that they don't stand out.
Right, it's just
the games that not saying those are bad scores, they just don't stand out in the way that where it triggers outside of Baldur's Gate and Persona 5 and shit like that. Those stand out in their own way because they have an identity. Where a lot of these games are just like generic orchestra.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of hard for a lot of these games, honestly. It's like people's issues with like in movies, like you get like the same kind of soundtracks for you know what kind of soundtrack you're gonna get depending on what genre of movie you're watching.
True.
And like very few things stand out, like the Avengers theme. You know, you're gonna know that offhand, but it's gonna be hard to differentiate like a Superman movie with a fucking like Batman movie or whatever in a lot of cases, you know?
Right.
Or like this action flick and then that action flick, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not the creator's fault here. It's just these types of games that are being chosen. If you don't play the game, you're not gonna know it.
This is pretty. I'll say that.
It is good. There we go. There's Nier Automata.
I'm just thinking about how I don't know enough games.
Oh, I'm not. I've only gotten like 4 games. See, League of Legends, Rune King. I don't play League of Legends. A lot of these games I just haven't played because a lot of them are.
Is this
indie.
Is this like Doom or something? Oh.
Resident Evil 8.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
Oh.
Getting kind of funky, so we're in space.
No. See, Battle Right. Yeah, see, like, again, another indie game I just haven't played. It's just a lot of these are indie games I haven't played. I mean, a lot of them, like, a good handful of them are also AAA titles. But I'm not saying all of them are indie games. But, like, this one's just another orchestral piece. All of these have been just...
I feel like this one sticks out from the other ones, though. Like, it is different.
Titan Quest. Never heard of it. Also, if I haven't, I know I haven't said this, but everybody in the comments could also be, hey, Ghost of Tsushima. I mentioned them earlier.
Oh.
I mentioned that earlier.
Well,
A
little early.
Yeah, people could be guessing with us.
It's like, wow.
I mean, it could be World of Warcraft. You might be right. Paladins.
Okay.
Another hero shooter.
Yeah.
Which... I'm gonna double check something real quick with Paladins.
Oh.
If I know how to spell. Okay, no.
Oh. Okay.
I was seeing if it was a Blizzard game. It's not. But it's another hero shooter. That's why I had that type of sound, like Overwatch.
Okay, well, this is a horror game.
Sounds like it could be. That's for sure. The Room.
What is that?
I've heard about this game.
So what is it?
I think it's like an escape room type game.
Oh, okay.
I think. Piano and violin. Like, nothing standing out to me.
Nope.
Rising.
You're rising? You rising? V rising? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, this entire quiz went that for us.
This is cool.
It sounds cool.
Spooky.
Dead by Daylight. Inscription.
Interesting.
I feel like a lot of these... I feel like a lot of those are from indie games that if... Those type of indie games that were shown there are definitely indie games that not like a whole lot of people know, but the people who know them know them and love them. So the type of people who would come to this video and be like, and know those specific indie games,
Right.
would be like, how the fuck should you not get that? You should totally play that game. Type, you know.
Right.
It
I
happens.
can't wait to see how many reactions like that you get.
But so yeah, so that quiz was hard because of that. And this is the, you know, dangers of me not, you know, curating the
I don't
the
know.
quiz.
I had a good time.
Well, yeah, it's a good time, but a lot of that was just, you know, and not even just like indie titles having that like generic music, even if there are good scores. But like Horizon Zero Dawn also has a very generic soundtrack. Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a very generic soundtrack that doesn't stand out.
Right.
The ones that we guessed were the ones that had ones that stand out. God of War stood out to me because I know the type of music and I've played all of the God of Wars outside of one of the handheld ones. Persona 5 easily fucking stands out.
Right.
Sims stands out. So like the games that stand out and have like a very strong identity definitely were guessable. Even Red Dead to a point because it was Western and
right.
it's like the only Western game. So even though that was kind of generic Western,
we still
got it.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only Western game out there. Like
that Five Nights one really threw me off.
Yeah, the Five Nights one. Yeah, because because you're in like an '80s arcade thing,
right?
And it's not the generic gameplay. It's not the gameplay that Five Nights was. It is a 3D actual game. It's not point and click.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, that quiz was hard because of a lot of indie titles that I just didn't know, and then a lot of titles that just don't have strong soundtracks, like don't have like a defining soundtrack. They were just orchestra piece.
Right.
So like again, which is not a bad thing, but it's hard to guess when you're just listening to music what orchestral piece goes to what game.
Right.
So that's
but like even if we could have had like like a certain decade to work with, or like a genre, or like
Which,
something.
which in the future I might do that to try to find quizzes that are like that are a little more specific. But like I got Breath of the Wild because even though that was just a piano piece, with some other background stuff, one I play Zelda obviously, but two like
yeah, say you're a Zelda fan.
yeah, but it's I feel like just that has a very strong sound, even though the instruments were the same as some other games, you know. So yeah, there's my analysis of why this quiz was hard.
Fair.
Because we can't do a video without me analyzing.
Right, of course.
And that was a video game quiz. I would like to do more of these in the future.
Yeah, that was fun.
Try to get the different types of quizzes for different types of sounds. Maybe ones that are just as broad, but we'll choose different shit, or maybe ones that are more centered on either, like we said, decade or genre, or even a specific game, if we wanted to do it that way. But those would be probably like, choose which stage and what's the name of the song. But
right.
like we should totally do a Sonic one. I think that would be that would be fun if there was a Sonic music quiz. I will know at least the lyric themes. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. And if you want to see even more from us, there's links down below to this Discord and gaming channel and all of that. And until next time, bye.